With skyrocketing housing prices, more folks have moved in with family members, and those close quarters can lead to a lot of drama. So Christina got some advice about the art of sharing a home from someone who's qualified to be a judge.
I'd like to hear from you.
The show Relative Justice became a huge hit last year and is now airing its second season.
I'm one of 5 children. I have 4 children of my own. My grandmother had 10 children.
Judge Rhonda Wills grew up in Texas and became the first person in her family to go to college. Then she went on to get her law degree.
The two of you are in my courtroom today arguing about $75.
$75.
Now she's the judge on Relative Justice and helps family members hash out legal issues in court.
And she lied and lied and lied.
So we turn to Wills for advice when it comes to a hot topic, living together.
One party either doesn't pay their rent or they bail out early and leave the other family member holding the bag for the entire apartment.
First, we asked for advice when it comes to renting an apartment or house together.
Make sure that both of you are on the lease, and then also include a clause in that lease that says that you are only going to be responsible for half of the rent.
Most leases can be negotiated. Then, if your family member skips out on rent,
they'll be the ones who wind up getting sued by the landlord for not paying rent, and not you.
Next up, what to do when a family member moves in with you.
Get them to sign a lease, and it can be a really simple lease.
There are free forms online.
Make sure that you're very clear on how long the family member can live with you, exactly how much rent they're going to have to pay. Also, if you expect them to pay part of the utilities or you expect them to provide their own food.
Don't forget the pets. Lay out whether or not they can have pets and how many.
That way, if the family member moves in with you, they violate the terms of your written agreement, it makes it much easier to kick them out as soon as they break the lease.
Finally, here's her advice for couples cohabitating together.
You never really know a person until you live with them, even if this person is the love of your life.
So Judge Will says write up something called a cohabitation agreement.
It spells out who's going to pay what portion of the rent, how the utilities are going to be handled. If there is a pet involved, who would get the pet in case the two of you break up? Who gets to keep the apartment, or whether both of you agree to both move out?
Look for Relative Justice on your local TV guide.
You're going to have to forgive each other and look forward and move forward.
And those are ways to protect yourself when it comes to living with loved ones.